Right, M1 DLS, ft-891, cat support, panadapter setup, or you know, something you need to know. Get the most out of your radio. This works for most radios, but the first thing you've got to do is ft-891 software. Go to ESU's page, files. This is the first thing you need to do. ft-891 SCU17 virtual com driver. Okay, now I haven't got this plugged into this actual computer that I'm doing demonstration on, but it is self-installing. Download that, install it, forget about it. Next, you've got you need OmniRig 2. I mean, desktop's a mess, but never mind, you get the idea. OmniRig, search it. Mine's Rig 2, but you'll be installing Rig 1. Put the type in. You'll get the port number from Device Manager. Default baud rate is 9600. Put them settings in and you can't go wrong. Next, you get the that one. So that one there is the SC. You want 64-bit, it's better. Most computers are 64-bit. You just download that. I've already installed it, so I'm not going to do it. That's your computer talking to your radio. So next, ft-891. This is a simple installing. We'll stop that. Hang on. Because I've had it on the 891 and I've put it back on this computer, which is the FT2000. Now we'll go, that's better. The bands are dreadful at the minute, mind. Hang on. Q input, yeah, everything's right there. Right antenna. That, I mean, look at that. Only signal there is FT8. That's terrible, that. But never mind. To get your computer and radio to talk to ft-891 options, OmniRig. If you don't see that, you click on that. You put exactly the same settings into here. Rig 1, ft-891. The COM that Device Manager tells you to use. Ignore all them other settings. I'm going to cancel it because it's already installed on this PC. And then what will happen is when you turn the dial on your ft-891, you'll see the frequency change, something like this. Okay, I'll put a bit of volume on. One decent signal is come on. Right, I'm not going to use the mouse, I'm going to use the radio. This is me turning the dial. There we go. Turning the dial. That's USA. You know, the conditions are coming up bad, but I think what it is it's like a long skip. And anyway, that's that working. I mean, like I do walkthroughs. I've done a lot of walkthroughs for people who, because every station's different, laptops, computers, all different. So once you've got the radio talking to the PC, which is in the other video. I mean, I'm going to attach the videos that look like one, but when the computer and the rtl-sdr with the radio itself are all linked together, it is really a piece of cake. And like I say, it's a shack for under 900 quid, a pure full shack. The 891 is very capable. It keeps up with the home bases and the contest radios. It is like my favorite radio. You know, if I only had the ft-891, I wouldn't be that bothered. Probably wouldn't get another radio. I mean, like people say, oh, well, if you pay $900 or 1,000 quid, you can get an IC 7300. But yeah, you can, but you've got to pay for it all at once. Now, this is people who are you know, where the money is tight. You get the radio. I mean, you can get them second hand in England for about 500 quid if you shop about. And new 650. So the whole that price is does the ft-891. The only people that lose are the ones that buy them brand new. It's about 150 quid depreciation, which to me is not too bad, you know. But anyway, I'll end this video and I'll do some editing and I'll put the two videos together. And I'm hoping that I haven't been too cryptic and took too many shortcuts on how to make your ft-891 with full panadapter, SDR, receiver, band scope, whatever. Oh, by the way, this works for the ft-991. Is it the ft-991? Yeah. Not the A version. The A version is real-time SDR, but the first version lacks real-time SDR. It does have a band scope, but it's not the same as the 991 here. The whole setup, the tuner, the map 30 works with the 991, so it's not just limited to the 891. Anyway, right, that's me done here, and I'm hoping that I haven't been too quick and cryptic with my instructions. And like I say, anybody who's interested, just inbox me on Facebook. Join us on UK Amateur Radio Group. I like to call it UK ARG. ARG. It's my own group, which will run. There's about 600 members now. Everyone's welcome, even like international members. We don't care. So yeah, enjoy. Hopefully you'll go down the route of SDR with your 891 and get the full use of it. A lot of people are selling good radios because they haven't got the SDR scope. One of the main ones is the Kenwood TS590. Hell of a radio, one of the best radios on the market. But because it's not modern, people aren't buying them. They want the fancy screens and stuff. It's not the end of the world. You could do this with any radio as long as it's got cat control. I mean, going back as far as like 30 years. And yep, it's I mean, I was going to get myself a ft-891, sorry, an ft-747 was my first radio back in 1997, and I was going to link it up to a modern pan adapter just because. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to end this video, and hopefully I haven't left you with more questions than I have answers. Okay, 7-3s, this is Mike 1 Delta Lima Sugar. See you and bye bye. Thank you. Hello, I'm M1DLS, the homebrew ham. This is the complete mini shack. The ft-891, the MAT 30, rtl-sdr.com, and the SDR program ft-891, which it's got full cut. Alright, I'm going to show you how you can do this with your ft-891. Now that clicking, I'll explain in a minute what it is. Right, for now I'm going to show you the tuner. The MAT30 comes in the box with one cable which plugs into the back of the ft-891. You can't get it wrong, it's a two-way cable, so you can't put it, you know what I mean, you can't like get it wrong. You've got a little arrow at the top, turn that down, you've got a little arrow at the top telling you which way it goes. So simple. Obviously a laptop, I got this off Curry's clearance sale last month. I think it was about 125 quid, brand new. The laptop doesn't have to be that high spec, as you can see in that part there. It doesn't drain much. This is a genuine rtl-sdr.com from version 3 from the blog. But I'm going to put you a link to a recommended seller. He's about the cheapest around in that all genuine. So this is a complete shack with SDR. Takes no room at all to fit on any desk, just about anywhere. A bedroom shack, or if you haven't got a spare room, but it's everything you need. We'll go into the specifications. So the first thing you got to do, function. Yeah, right. Keep your finger on function. Go to tuner select. You want it at external. That's it. That's the tuner doing. Meter. You want that little icon at the top there. TNR tuner, obviously. I mean, there's a way to put it on the bottom, but I like the little scope on the actual radio when I go portable. I mean, this is a portable setup. It all runs off 12 volts. So, what I'm going to do, the bands are terrible at the minute. I don't need to tell you that, but anyway, you can hear the relays in the MAT30 because it has memory settings. Internal tuners on your radio only tune your radio, they don't tune your antenna. Alright, so to tune, function till you see tuner, finger on the button, tunes up, you hear the noise go up. Like a 3-second tune. When you hear that, it goes quiet because that portion isn't tuned. The tuner has, because it's obviously it's got memories, and if you use, as long as you're using the same antenna, it shouldn't matter. I always have the ft-891 on SWR. I'm not bothered about power. I know what power it's putting out. I want to know the reflection of the antennas in case I'm causing damage to the radio. Just my preference. We'll have a look on 20. The bands are terrible at the minute. Oh, I've got a few signals, hang on. And if you want to tune it in, there's the tuner in line. Obviously it's not programmed for that particular frequency, so hang on the button. I mean, that's America. Shows how good the tuner is. I'm using a separate antenna for the rtl-sdr.com, and the tuner is tuned antenna, and you can see it's like an S7. So there's not many people calling CQ at the minute because the bands are so quiet. Oh, there's somebody on. Yeah, the noise go up. Like I say, all you need, ft-891, very good rig. It's 0 to 30 megahertz with 6 meters too. I know about these Shack in the Boxes, like so the ft-857 that used to be there. Yeah, that was a Shack in the Box and 100 watts, but you didn't have the DSP that you've got with what do you call it, with the ft-891. He went from S2 up to S9 there. Absolutely outstanding radio with the Smart 30. I mean, any more questions you can just inbox us and I'll tell you where. I'll give you the links and tell you how to do it, where to get the software from. But people are paying £5,000 for the same sort of kit. So the next thing, it's fairly quiet anyway, but listen.
Getting up at 6, 7 in the morning. So I need 2-3 hours in my old age, with at least three.
That DNR is the DSP, that's why it hasn't got 2 meters in 4. Tracking radio.
There is no way I can get out that early in the morning
with SDR and CAT. All under £1,000.